Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Anna. How you guys doing? Okay, state of Maryland, let's talk about it. It's cold. It's in the 40s. Feels like the 30s. Could be 30s now. It feels even colder than yesterday. It's raining. It's not nice at all. It's not nice weather at all. And I'm sitting waiting for my kids to come out. Yeah, and this is what I do. It's part of my duties. So what I wanted to come on here to talk about was something that kind of like shook me. I was shook when I heard this. In the news, Jeff Bezos. Yeah. You better turn up the Mac, oh Lord. You know, this man is rich. He puts Richie Rich like Richie Rich is nothing, okay? Mr. Bezos has shared that he suggests that everybody put off making major purchases for like TVs, appliances, things like that, unless it's absolutely necessary. He also suggested that those monies that you could save, that you save in cash because you will need it. We are hurtling towards a recession. And there's a lot of people that are still in denial about it. A lot of people. You guys, we're in it. As far as I'm concerned, we're in it already. And this is just the beginning stages of it. Beginning. And it's only going to get harder. But when an important person, a money person, a person that's in the game, a person that's in the loop, a person that has interactions with the people that we don't have, and he knows what's going on, shares with the world, heads up, I'm telling you guys, save your money, get your finances in order if you can. If you run a business, even a small business, stockpile cash to carry you over because you will need it. And that touched a home base with me as we are small business owners. My husband and I. And I know I'll share this with you. During the big C, when everything shut down, and even before then, when the government got shut down in DC, our business almost closed their doors. And our business has been open over 24 years, almost 25. And we almost closed our doors during those times. It's a scary feeling that we might be hurtling towards that again. And now I'm thinking to myself, plan A, B, C, and D. Come up with alternative plans. Come up with alternative means if things get really bad and we're unable to keep our doors open. How will we continue to move with our business? Then you think about your home. You got to pay your rent, you got to pay your mortgage. If you've paid it off, that's a blessing, but you still have to pay your taxes and maintenance of your home. You still have to take care of it. You still have monthly bills for electric, gas, you name it, insurance, cell phone, everything that you have, medical. Everybody, even though you may have a paid off home, you still have monthly expenses. There's no way around it. Having a paid off home or a place that is free to live is truly not free because you still have bills. But you'd be in a better position. That's for sure. So how do you proceed from this point? Now, we've heard it time and time again from everybody, even on the news, preppers, different channels telling you, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. We see this coming, get ready. Get your homes ready, get your finances ready, get your spiritual armor up, become closer to God. You have to, create a very strong relationship with God, because you're going to be hurtling through some very rough times. We're going into a recession, and they're talking about the recession that we'll be feeling is unlike anything that we've ever seen before. Is it true? I don't know, but I kind of see it. I see how that could be happening. But do I know for sure? No. But I see it happening because our currencies like fiat, there's a lot of different things going on around the world that are trying to pull us in. We have so many obligations with so many other countries that we're digging our hole deeper and deeper and deeper, trying to take care of other countries instead of trying to take care of our own. Prices at the grocery store aren't going down lower. And the funny thing about it is, I shared a video about Lidl's, and I had picked up some butter. I went back twice and picked up the butter. It was sweet cream butter and unsalted butter. A 4-pack, you get 2 for $4. And if you don't use your app, it rings up for 19 versus 12. I think yesterday or today was the last day for it. But the second time when I went back, they didn't have any more salted. They only had unsalted. So their quantities were getting diminished very quickly. But in the advertisement, what I found it interesting is I was reading the small print. It was like, yeah, this is a rollback price back to 2019. Thanksgiving of 2019. That was their rollback price. Guys, I remember when we used to pay $1.50 and less for 4 sticks of butter. Okay, now they're almost $4. Eggs have risen exponentially. Proteins, meats have risen exponentially. And I wonder how families that are already struggling, how are they going to make ends meet? Besides going to food pantries, lining up food pantries, saying this pantry's open on this day, that pantry's open on that day, that pantry, and then making your rounds and hoping that you're off from work to make that round so you can get that food into your home and still pay your bills and still be able to eat. Now, not everybody is going to be hurting, because there are people in better positions than others. That's just, economics. There are people that are in better positions than other people. It's just how it is. Some people will not hurt. Some people are in very good positions, and they're not even going to feel a bump. They'll be driving on the road, they won't feel a bump. Versus others that will be busting tires, you're driving down the road, you're falling into craters, doing major damage to your life and your pocket and your nerves and your stress level. And there's just no way around it. There's no way around it. You just got to be smart. Got to be smart. Now, one of the smart things that you can do is, I always say, grow your own food. Grow your own food. Just try it. Every person that grows food has failures. Some have complete failures, and then the next go around they have some successes. Some have all successes. It's going to be a variable. But try to grow your own food. Educate yourself on the zone that you're in. When are the growing times for what, and the things that your family will actually consume. Don't waste your time trying to grow things that your family's not going to eat, or you're not going to eat. Just grow the stuff that you're actually going to be able to use and eat, okay? Try to line up your finances the best that you can. Just put yourself in a better position if you can. My husband watches so many different people, and one particular guy, he always says, if you're not meeting your needs, make more money. He's like, do whatever you have to do and make more money. You have downtime, you're watching TV, you could be working, you could be making more money, you could be doing passive income, you could be doing something different to make that income. And it's true. It is true. A lot of us have become very spoiled being Americans. Very, very spoiled. With the conveniences, just being able to hop to the car, go down the street, get what we need, come back home. It's not until when we don't have access to it, we don't have the ability to do it, we don't have the money to do it, do we actually turn and look back into ourselves and say, what have I been doing? All this time I could have been doing X, Y, and Z to put myself in a better position. Some of us are working 2 and 3 jobs already and still can't make ends meet. In those type of positions, they always say, are you working hard, or are you working smarter? That means you're working harder but not smarter. You need to change things up in your life. You need to figure out new things. And I know that's going to take a lot of people out of their comfort level. There's a lot of people like me, we're creatures of habit. We don't want to do anything new. We like what we know, and it feels good because we don't have to figure things out. But sometimes we have to just push ourselves out of this box that we put ourselves in and expand our ability and our education to do things. And it could be as simple as preserving food. It could be finances, how to put yourself in a better position. It could be learning a new job, a new position, creating your own new job, using your skills that you already have, your abilities, something that you're creative with that you could try to push and sell, selling the things that you don't need anymore on different platforms and different people, or even just doing emails to your friends and be like, look, I'm unloading this is how much I want. Is anybody interested? Being proactive is going to be the key here. Being proactive. Now I look at my family, and I look at my mom. She's in an assisted nursing facility. She has dementia, Alzheimer's. She has Alzheimer's. And we could see it progressing. And you guys, when you look at the prices for these places, they're asking $10,000 a month. Who the hell has $10,000 a month? So these are the type of things that play in my background. I think about my mother. I think about, where is she going to end up with who? Is she going to end up with my sister or with my brother? Because I can't do it. I can barely walk around because my knees are so busted up. I couldn't go help her if she fell because she has problems, getting around sometimes. She has ailments, and she has advanced osteoporosis and a whole bunch of other stuff. Her spine is disintegrating. There's nothing I could do for her without hurting myself. And my children are too young. She can't take the noise. Just to be honest, she can't take the noise. My kids are young. They like to run, scream, wrestle, and play. She can't take it. She can't handle it. She's 80, and she's, not in a good position. So I think about that. I think about my health. I think about my husband. I think about my children. And, there's a lot of other things I just don't talk about. They're going on in the background. A lot of other stuff I don't talk about. And I'm not. So don't ask. We got to keep some things private here, people. We have to. Boundaries, baby. Boundaries. But back to the main subject is Jeff Bezos. Him telling us, get ready. Save your money. We're going into a recession unlike anything we've seen before. Get ready for it. He's sounding the alarm. I know, what's that guy? The speaker. That guy, Anthony. What's his name? He's tall. What's his last name? He put the call out. Years ago, telling people to get ready, that he already saw it. You got to remember, all these people are all within the same, wavelength and around people that they know that what's going on. And the mere fact that they're dropping this information on us. Tony Roberts, I think. Is it Tony Roberts? Might be Tony Roberts. They're dropping that knowledge on us for a reason, because they already see people suffering and they don't want to see more suffering. I know Amazon, because Bezos was a part of Amazon. I don't know if he completely sold out or not. They're laying off 10,000 people. Meta was laying off 10,000 people. A whole bunch of companies are laying off people as we speak. And Amazon said that they were going to, I read an article talking about they were going to do a hiring freeze. I don't know at what levels. I'm sure it's not going to be for like delivery, but maybe for warehouse. They might do a hiring freeze, not to bring anybody else in, which is going to put even more pressure on the warehouse people. Think about these things. And CVS is closing down 300 stores over the next 300 stores each year over the next 3 years. They're closing down stores. There's more. The list goes on and on and on and on and on. Okay. I know Kohl's is hurting. I know a lot of the major department stores are hurting. I don't know if they're going to be able to stay afloat. I know Target was hurting. Everybody is hurting right now. So think about that. And let's try to put ourselves in a better position in a lot of different ways. Sit down and make a list. Start off with your religion. Start off with your relationship with God. Go to the next one. Finances, food, shelter, all these important things. I just bought coats for my kids and shoes. And I got them like a half a size bigger so they can grow into them. And we have to think about these things, because next year I might not have the money to buy them new coats. So I have to get them what I can now, tuck it away, and I know I'll be okay next year, even though we might not be in a good position if we hit a recession and we have to close our doors and we have to move out, rent out our place, and go into a cheaper place. Do you see what I'm saying? We have to think of A, B, and C, and D. Even if it means moving in with family. Some people are in those type of positions where you can move in with family and join your resources together. Some people do not. So you have to think about those alternatives and be realistic about it. Well, I'm going to end it here. Oh my gosh, I've been like yapping for like 20 minutes. I know I'm boring you guys. So I'm going to talk to y'all later. Hope you enjoyed this, and take heed. They have dropped the knowledge on us once again. Take heed to the warning. Bye.